Hi everyone, I hope you're safe, I hope you're well. It's Wednesday. What does that mean? It means it's next gen latest, where we look at all that is next gen news, rumors and stuff. So let's get on with it. Okay, the main things that we can take away from the last week is that Sony, the big news, Sony have shown us what their DualSense PS5 controller will look like. And, it's pretty sexy. As far as controllers go, it's a sexy controller. Key thing is that we both have it in both white and sort of black, dark grey, very dark grey perhaps, which suggests that the PS5, I would imagine, will be either white or black. So my money would be buying a white one because I think that looks super cool. There's a couple of key things with the new controller. I think they've changed the ergonomics of it slightly, so I think it's slightly bigger. They've not actually said whether they've increased the size of it or not, but there was rumor some time ago that they were looking at increasing the size of the controller, and certainly with the shape of it, it certainly feels that it's perhaps more suitable for those of us that have slightly big mitts. Apparently they've included haptic feedback within the buttons, so it's a bit like the Xbox controller where it would vibrate a little bit, and apparently they've refined that and made that feel more like you're part of the game. And so there's also a share button which allows you to share, which is a big thing for a lot of people. I don't share my gameplay because it's embarrassing, as some of you may have already seen over the last couple of years. One thing I am a little bit disappointed about is we still have that touchy-feely pad thing at the top, which I assume is a touchy-feely swipey thingy pad on the top of the controller, which, as far as I know, me included, nobody used. I didn't know of anyone that made real use of that, or in fact any developers that made real fundamental use of that. So it's odd and slightly confusing as to why they've included that still. So that's the big news. Other news relates more around Xbox. They've been doing the media interviews and so on, and we've seen quite a lot of just clarification from Xbox, really, or from Microsoft, in that Phil Spencer, who's the head of Xbox, has done various interviews, one of which was with IGN, discussing sort of Xbox's current state, where they're looking to sort of point their sort of ship, as it were, with the Xbox Series X, and their hopes, dreams and wishes, and sort of clarification on a lot of what we already knew. So it's good messaging from Microsoft. We're seeing this sort of, instead of being secretive, holding back, ooh, we don't want to show because we're shy, they're just going all out, showing everything, being a bit of a tart, really, and just letting everyone get what they need from it. Of course, we've not yet seen any real gameplay or games, but that's to come. But overall, we know an awful lot about the Xbox Series X. Not so much with the PlayStation 5, of course. We've got some technical aspects, and we've had that sort of meandering presentation, which wasn't really meant for us. It was a development presentation. It was for devs, but still, it was kind of interesting. And we're starting to get these leaks in terms, well, not leaks, but Sony sort of teasing us with peripherals. We've seen the logo. We've now seen the PS5 controller. And I would imagine anytime soon we're now going to begin to see more about what the console actually looks like. Talking of the console, there's a lot of rumors suggesting that the PS5 is overheating. This is coming from a dev that who was on, not Twitter, the other one, Reddit, that'll be it, who apparently has a good rating in terms of reliability and with regards to his information, and he was saying that part of the reason why Sony are holding back is that they're having overheating issues, which is alarming. But also, he's the only one that's saying this. He's the only one that started saying this after all the tech, after the announcement of the Sony technology, the GPU, CPU, and all of that. And there was sort of a big, strong push about how the PS5 really sort of keeps the rev counter sort of just below the red line. And then all of a sudden this sort of leak, rumor, suggestion comes out that PS5s are burning up. So, I would take that with a huge pinch of salt. There is no way a company like Sony would introduce a key bit of hardware without having it fully down pat with the design and the thermals. With so many console manufacturers over the years have learnt their lesson with thermals. We all know this. So Sony aren't going to make that mistake. Although, having said that, they did make a mistake. I think it was I had an Xperia phone that did get incredibly hot in my pocket. Yeah, but that was some time ago, and that's when phones were still sort of overheating quite a bit. So, yeah, that's the main news. That's the main takeaway that we get from the next gen rumors, leaks, and announcements this past week. If you know of any more that I've not covered, please put them in the description below. If you like this video, and it really helps, give me a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, consider doing so. And if you do, don't forget to click the bell. See you next time. But videos are kind of daily. Should be getting more and more. I'm getting a posh new mic as well. Ooh, that's exciting. I will be using that a lot more, finding any excuse to talk into it, which is a bit of a shame for you guys, because that means you'll have to see more of me. Stay safe. Be well. See you next time.